Hey guys, welcome back. In these next few videos, we would like to run you through some of the changes that we have made to the Link Studio on the Addis update. Let's begin. In this video, we will be discussing the 3 new filter profile styles that have been included in the Addis update. The big news here, aside from the addition of Filter D and Filter E, is the inclusion of a very special profile pack. The WBR C2024 pack is emulated in the exact style of Martin's 2024 World Brewers Cup Roast profile. We understand that it will be impossible for many users to get their hands on the same coffee he used. So instead of sharing only one profile, that couldn't be widely used. We have created a full profile pack and updated the Link app to allow power curve suggestions, fan adjustments, and development recommendations for any coffee when roasting in this style. This now allows any user to roast any coffee they have in the same parameters and style as he did when in Chicago. From a theoretical sense, this profile was based on 209 Filter C. Noticing the coffee roasted a little hotter on this profile, and that this roast approach suited Martin's brew method, Nucleus Coffee Tools team member Jerome, who was assisting Martin with the roasting, then customized this default profile by increasing the curve pitch slightly at the end of the roast, allowing a higher increase over the shorter development percent target. Subsequently, we also see an earlier default crack usually occurring between 6 minutes to 6 minutes and 10 seconds. On the back end of the profile, we have also amended the minimum rate of rise number to manage a more appropriate movement of heat during the development phase. When roasting on this profile, it will taste good straight off roast, but it is recommended that its peak window to brew will be 5 to 12 days off the roast. With day 7 being the magic day, it was at its best. Let's talk about the other new filter profiles. Filter D is a multi-purpose roast plan. Originally designed to best articulate light Scandinavian-style roasts. From a theory side, we spend much less percentage of the roast in the dry phase, allowing us to stretch out the Maillard phase as long as possible, and finish with a much shorter recommended time the user should spend in the development phase. Generally, no more than 35 to 50 seconds, or around 7 to 10% for this pack style. So when is this profile style recommended? Well, the profile selector algorithm will recommend this approach mainly for washed style coffees, as it was initially designed to preserve the delicate florals of washed geisha varieties. But in manual mode, some of the top competitors in Chicago were using this profile with great success. For some fruitier, more intense naturals, by reducing the development percent between 7 to 8%. From an aging perspective, this is a profile we would suggest is at its best used 3 to 9 days off roast, with day 5 usually being the best expression we found. This shows some of the versatility this profile style has that can be explored. Let's move on to the last new filter roast plan, which is Filter E. This plan has from the middle of the roast the same curve shape as Filter C. There are 4 big differences here. First is the heat applied in the dry phase. The second is the extra time spent in the Maillard phase, even though it is still an overall quick roast plan. The third is a lower minimum target rate of rise setting, eventuating in a lower increase from crack temp to end of roast temp. Lastly, there is an adjusted fan curve movement over the entire roast. This has been modified to compensate for the lower amount of applied heat during the development stage, allowing for improved heat stability in the last stages of the roast. Filter E is a profile best used 5 to 21 days off roast, with 9 to 12 days usually being the preference for the ideal brewing window that we have seen. And that is a wrap. Exploring the elite world of filter brewing possibilities with your Link is now at your fingertips with the push of a button. As always, happy roasting.